Hey guys, hoping all is well with everybody. In this video we're going to be continuing the read-along series of The Positive Dog by John Gordon, and today we're going to be starting off with chapter 10. Alright, and as always feel free to follow along, and I will be showing pictures as they come up in the text. Okay? Chapter 10. Blessed instead of stressed. We can all choose to feel blessed instead of stressed. After all, stress is one of the biggest challenges we face in life, said Bubba. Research shows that chronic stress weakens our immune system, increases our blood pressure, drains our energy, affects our sleep, depletes feel-good neurotransmitters dopamine and serotonin, and accelerates aging, which is not a good thing since we dogs don't have much time on Earth as it is. Simply put, stress wreaks havoc on our physical and mental health, as it is a huge obstacle for those trying to be more positive. When we are stressed, we activate the part of our brain associated with stress and fear, and this causes us to focus on our survival. We become very territorial, and our primary concern becomes our own safety. Instead of making new friends and developing positive relationships, we see others as threats, and we go into fighting angry dog mode. This is a good thing if we are being threatened by a mean dog or a human, but most of the time this is not the case, and so our stress more often hurts us than helps us. The good news is that there's an antidote to stress, and it is to feel blessed. When you feel blessed, you can't feel stressed. When you are thankful, you activate the part of your brain associated with positive emotions. You think more clearly, you make better decisions, and you feel better about yourself and everything in your life. I know. I felt this way when I practiced gratitude all day long yesterday, Matt said. Bubba smiled. Yep, gratitude is one of the greatest gifts we can give ourselves. While it may not be possible to practice gratitude all the time like you did yesterday, just remember that anytime you're feeling stressed, you can turn it around by feeling blessed. When you count your blessings, you'll reduce your stressings. How many blessings should I count? Asked Matt. As many as you want, but a very easy and practical strategy is to think of 3 things you are thankful for anytime you feel stressed. You'll not only reduce your stress, but also feel more joy, make more friends, and gain a broader perspective of the world, said Bubba. How so? Asked Matt. Well, for one thing, when you feel blessed instead of stressed, you look for friends instead of foes. You focus on what's possible instead of impossible, and you focus more on solutions instead of complaints. And speaking of complaints and solutions, these are the next 2 words you can change to change your story, said Bubba. Chapter 11. Turn complaints into solutions. Nothing feeds the negative dog inside you like complaining, Bubba said. I know, said Matt. I'm a pretty good complainer. Pretty good. If complaining were in the criteria for Westminster Kennel Club's Best in Show, you'd be the winner, Bubba said, before letting out a big belly laugh. But I'm complaining a lot less, Matt said. Yes, you are. And as we talked about with get to instead of have to, it's important to focus on gratitude rather than complaints. But here's the deal. I don't want you to get rid of complaining completely. Why not? Matt asked. Because let's face it, there are times when complaining is helpful, and with the right perspective, you can turn complaints into solutions. How's that? Asked Matt. Well, instead of mindlessly complaining and venting to yourself and others, you can think of solutions to your complaints. You can make a pact with yourself that you are not going to complain unless you identify 1 or 2 solutions to your complaint. Jake called it the no complaining rule, and she read it to us when she was here. Since then, I've adopted the rule and found that instead of letting complaining generate negative energy, we can use it for a positive purpose. We can use our own complaints as a signal, letting us know we are feeding the negative dog. And then, in the next moment, we can think of solutions and feed the positive dog instead. Each time we catch ourselves complaining, we can say, okay, I don't like this. I'm not happy about this. So then, what do I want? What will make me happy? What thought will bring me peace instead of frustration? What positive actions can I take to rectify this complaint? What solution will address this problem? Every complaint represents an opportunity to turn something negative into a positive, and we can use complaining as a catalyst for positive change and positive action in our own lives, at work, and in the world. So, you are saying that there are times when I need to replace my complaints with gratitude, and there are other times when I should turn my complaints into solutions, Matt said as he grasped the different strategies Bubba taught. Exactly, said Bubba. The strategies I share are different foods to feed the positive dog, and you can choose what food is right for you in that moment or situation. Bubba then paused for a moment and looked up at the sky. The rain had stopped and a ray of light found its way through an opening in the clouds. He had shared several strategies to help Matt change his story and feed the positive dog, and wondered if he should share the last two strategies now or wait until tomorrow. He looked at Matt and saw the hunger for knowledge and change in his eyes, and knew that he couldn't wait to share the most powerful strategies of all. Chapter 12. Fear or Faith. Bubba and Matt walked to the fence that surrounded the shelter's yard and looked beyond it to see the world they hoped awaited them. Bubba turned to Matt and said, "The most important decision we can make is to choose faith instead of fear. All of our negativity is rooted in fear. Complaining, anger, jealousy, and sadness are ultimately caused by fear that expresses itself in negative ways. Fear of the unknown causes us to protect the status quo when the change would be beneficial for us. Fear of being powerless causes us to complain. Fear of failing leads to inaction. Fear of being hurt leads to anger. Fear of not being good, successful, or smart enough leads to jealousy. Fear of not being loved leads to sadness. Fear holds us back from living the life we were born to live. It paralyzes us from taking positive actions and makes us bark at people who come to see us, turning them away. But thankfully, there is an antidote to fear. It is faith. And what do fear and faith have in common?" asked Bubba. "They both begin with the letter F," said Matt. "True," said Bubba, "but I'm talking deeper than that. Faith and fear believe in a future that hasn't happened yet. Fear believes in a negative future. Faith believes in a positive future. So I ask you, if neither the positive or negative future has happened yet, why not choose to believe in the positive future? Why not believe that great things are coming your way? Think about it. Fear says that a family will never adopt you, but faith says that a family will surely adopt you in the future. Which one will you choose?" "Faith, for sure," cheered Matt. "You got it," Bubba said. "When you choose faith, you tap into the ultimate food source to feed the positive dog inside you. Faith helps you overcome the fear that sabotages your joy and success. It helps you get through tough times when you want to give up. Faith fills you up with hope, optimism, and inspiration. Telling yourself a story of faith changes you from a victim to a hero, and your belief in a positive future leads to powerful actions today. Because you believe in yourself in the future, you take the actions necessary to create it. Best of all, faith helps you turn challenges into opportunities, which is so important because if there is one thing that can cause us to feed the negative dog, it's the challenges that we face in life." Chapter 13. Challenges or Opportunities. "No one goes through life untested," Bubba continued. "We all face challenges in our lives. But we have a choice. We can allow these challenges to destroy us, or they can make us stronger, and it is our perspective that decides the outcome. We can choose to see adversity as just a challenge or as an opportunity that helps us learn, improve, and grow." Bubba then started digging and scooped up Jade's book and read a study to prove his point. Yep, it says here that researchers studied 500 humans in Britain who seemed to have it all: wealth, success, happiness. The researchers were surprised to learn that these very successful people all had bad things happen to them like everyone else. However, one key characteristic they all possessed was that they turned bad events into good outcomes. While they were in the midst of their challenges, they looked for the opportunity and they turned the misfortune into fortune. How do I do this? Matt asked, knowing he wanted to turn his misfortune into fortune. It's as simple as asking yourself a few questions, responded Bubba. You ask, what can I learn from this experience? How can I grow from it? What do I do now? In fact, this is what I had to do when I ended up in here. One moment I was sleeping with a family I loved, and the next moment I was here. At first I only saw the challenges before me. I wasn't interested in opportunities. Then Jade came to the shelter and started reading her book to us, and I realized I needed to change my attitude. Instead of being all sad that I'm alone in a shelter, I figured I could use my time at the shelter to improve the lives of the dogs here. And that's why you're helping me, Matt said cheerfully. Yep, said Bubba. My challenge became an opportunity to help others. I honestly don't know if someone will adopt an old big dog like me. Of course it's possible, and I have faith that it's meant to be. It will happen, but until the day I know my opportunity is right here at this shelter, and I'm making the most of it. And that is the end of chapter 13. And I think we'll end it there for today. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I look forward to seeing you guys in the next video where we continue with chapter 14 of The Positive Dog. Guys, take good care, okay? I'll see you later. Bye.